Hey everyone, welcome back with Being on Mac, where today we are once again continuing our playthrough of WWF WrestleMania 2000 Neon Green Edition. This is a ROM hack made by KWG, in which it just adds a few adjustments, for accuracy's sake, to the original WWF WrestleMania 2000 game. And, some attire changes, some face differences. We got Mosh in the corner there, who's for some reason teaming with Al Snow. And this is the King of the Ring episode here. And of course, before any big event in WrestleMania 2000, they always give you some extra match on the pay-per-view card or something like that you don't want to have to deal with, but you have to. And, that's this match here. Obviously we're here for the main event, the King of the Ring and whatnot, but we're going to have to tear our way through Al Snow here. Looks like he has other plans, though. And if I could be serious for 1 minute, I think it's time for the question of the day, get that out of the way. What do you say? We just may. Alright, I'll get to it today. So, anyway, question of the day is, what is your favorite King of the Ring? Now, I've watched quite a few of these in my lifetime. There's pretty much the later ones, so like the 2010 one was probably the last one that I seen with Sheamus winning. Obviously, there was the one in 2008 before that had William Regal, and 2 years before that, they had Booker T transforming himself into King Booker. I'd also watch a few of the Attitude Era ones when it was still the yearly pay-per-view. I wish it was still a yearly pay-per-view, and it would be really cool if it still had that kind of same prestige. But even in the Attitude Era, that's when it kind of started winding down quite a bit. But I think they did do a pretty good job of elevating Brock Lesnar when he won it in 2002. I think that did a lot of favors for him, as far as rising up the ranks in a very quick succession, while being believable as well. So that one would probably be a very good one in my opinion. 1998 King of the Ring was also really good too. It's just nothing really. Unfortunately, the follow-up wasn't very good. They had Ken Shamrock win, and he didn't really do much after. He did get a world title shot against Stone Cold, but that was on like a Monday Night Raw. And like I said, it never really led to anything bigger for Ken Shamrock, which is too bad. If Shamrock wasn't... It's tough to say, because people say in the Ruthless Aggression era, that's when they really appreciated wrestling and yada yada. I think character was still a pretty big deal there, and I could see Shamrock being left in the shuffle again and being told he couldn't turn it on, so to say. But who knows? A lot of people think Dean Malenko would have been like a world champion in the Ruthless Aggression era, and I'm sorry, man, that's just crazy to say. Great technical wrestler, but no way that that would have been. Wow, he actually kicked out of that? Anyway, so yeah, but no way would Dean Malenko be a world champion in WWE. He just didn't have the character for it. It's something I can maybe see if like Malenko came out nowadays, maybe, but like even when you look at guys like FTR, they didn't really get the... They're kind of like technical wrestlers in an old school way and stuff like that. And I don't really think that they've been able to kind of get the accomplishments that they should in a lot of regards, but they do have the fanfare, so I can't believe Al Snow kicked out of 3 of those choke slams, and he's still fighting me for it. Oh, come on. I wasn't even running anymore. Here, let's taunt our way back up here. He's probably got, that spirit double momentum booster. We gotta wear him down, or otherwise he'll just keep reversing me until 2 moves later he has a special. Exactly what I'm talking about. If we hit him with one finisher, I think we got him. But we gotta be careful too, because... Alright, let's see if we can hit it. Alright, I think as long as we hit him with a finisher, we can put him away. That might be a bad thing. Thank God he's an idiot. If he had walked over while I was, I guess you could call it, in a dazed state, holding on to my groin, then he probably could have tagged out. Mosh probably would be easier to fight this whole time anyway. But this has got to be it. Uh-oh, this is bad. No, thank God Mosh doesn't want to win. Alright, well, now it's time to move on to the King of the Ring tournament itself here, folks. Pretty stacked tournament. We got The Rock, Undertaker, Big Show. Yeah, and they're not making it easier for me either. As if, you know, guys like Boss Man, Godfather, and Val Venus, you know, as if they wouldn't be difficult enough already for me. At least Rock and Undertaker will take each other out. Alright, so I tried to edit the rules to see if it would actually stick. I put Lumberjack on, and as you can see, this is not a Lumberjack match, so I guess when you edit the King of the Ring and Royal Rumble rule sets, the game just, it doesn't matter, the game has its own mind. Which is too bad, especially for the Royal Rumble one, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I wouldn't mind cheesing it and making it a Fatal 4-Way or something like that. One of these playthroughs. I wouldn't do it for this playthrough because, you know, it's WrestleMania 2000. It makes sense, the Royal Rumble, but for something kind of like a, you know, like a WCW game or something like that where they don't have the the Royal Rumble or something like that, I think I would probably cheese the game. But it doesn't look like I can do that. But there is one more code that might work, but I'll have to test that out for like a future playthrough. But I do love editing all the codes and stuff like that. Changing up my matches, adding a little bit of variety in certain cases. Something I wish that, you know, the original WrestleMania 2000 base game would do. You know, add more tornado matches, Fatal 4-Ways, stuff like that. I do want to make like a Fatal 4-Way match just, you know, for the fun of it too, just, you know, on basic match cards, but I'm not sure how the game would react to that, and once again, I don't know if it might make it to where it's just a Royal Rumble, because that's how it works in pay-per-view mode when you set up a Royal Rumble, you don't get to choose. It might be also, if I do like a Royal Rumble on like a random Raw or something like that, and I win that Rumble, it might affect how the game perceives my, like, for example, I might win it early or something like that, and that might break the game, you know, like if I win it in June or something like that, the game might not know how to react to it. And he is kicking my ass this match, holy crap. I can't get any sort of offense in on him, and this might honestly be it. I really hope not. Uh-oh. Okay, we're getting back up. We're fighting. Okay, now this time, alright. Yeah, this might actually really be the end here. If I didn't get up, there may have been a chance I could have kicked out, but I don't think... Oh, and he's dragging me. Yeah, this is it. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it, Kane. You can do it. Shit. Alright, well, that is the worst performance I've ever had in a King in the Ring, so... Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out next week's episode on, we'll continue in July. But above all else, please remember to have a nice day.